get going with corporates then, and we have the management of Bikaji Foods now joining us. Mr. Manoj Verma, COO, and Rishabh, Jain, CFO at Bikaji Food International are now joining us. Gentlemen, morning, and thank you so much for joining us here on ET Now. And first, let's talk about top-line growth, which was very healthy in the quarter gone by. Margins were below street expectations. If you can take us through what led to cost pressures this quarter, and how do you see profitability heading in the second quarter?
Yeah, so thank you very much. So from margin perspective, what we've seen in last 5 quarters is the highest gross margin EBITDA, which Bikaji has delivered in this quarter. Like we have been at gross margin 35% with EBITDA over 15% is the highest in last 5 years, last 5 quarters.
And how is demand shaping up, sir? Give us a sense. You, of course, festive is upon us, and how has the festive season played out for you?
So demand, I think we'll have to look at it in two parts. One is in terms of tertiary, that what are consumer sentiments, right? Shopper sentiments. They've been very good. And the data what we get from modern trade offtake, even from the retail, it's been excellent, very good. Unfortunately or fortunately, the GST regime change happened in the last leg of this quarter. And that's what was a little bit of resistance from the trade to upstock. Because I mean, they were aware of that the GST is going to come down from 12% to 5%, which is a 7% stuff. So there was a stock down which would have impacted in terms of our top line. Otherwise, it could have been even better. But from offtake standpoint, demand, it's good.
Understood. So that's as far as demand figure is concerned, that continues to remain very solid. And now that you're seeing demand is expected to remain strong, what will your volume growth guidance be for the third quarter, given that we are in the thick of wedding and festive season now?
So largely for the year, so next 2 quarters, what we see that in ethnic snacks, which is the core, which contributes 70% of our business. So what we see, the overall volume growth should be about 11-12%.
Okay. And Rishabh, with this volume growth, can you sustain the margin number which you've clocked, 15-odd%? It's a strong number.
So our major target is to have GM, gross margin. And gross margin at around 35%, that's the thing we need to target, and we are on track of this. And we see that this year crop has been relatively good, and the RM price is in control. So we are in comfortable position to track this and to have this.
Understood. And what about exports then? If you can, for the benefit of our viewers, tell us how much revenue do you generate from exports? Because this segment reported very solid growth in the quarter gone by. Exports growth stood at about 77%, especially with key focus markets that reported double-digit growth. How much revenue do you generate from this segment? And will the kind of growth that you've reported in the second quarter continue going forward?
So exports for the quarter, if we look at, is upwards of 50 crores. That's what has been delivered, and a fantastic growth. But I think there are a lot of things which has gone behind delivering these numbers. So if to talk on few, is that the company's investment in building manpower there, so our better controls, expansion in terms of getting into new accounts there within those countries. So that's two. And last but not the least is about building our capabilities in terms of the frozen investment, what we did in the yesteryears or yester quarters, is now paying us the dividends.
And how confident, Rishabh, are you? Again, I'll go back to the gross margin point. What's driving the confidence that you can hold on to that gross margin?
So largely, we are all the raw materials what we see in last 2 quarters. So this quarter also crop has been, the half quarter has been gone by, right, of third quarter, and we are in comfortable position that we can raw material price, edible oil price, all is in control. And we normally do 6 to 12 months of long-term hedge of key raw materials. So that's what will give us confidence that we can maintain this number.
Manoj, domestic demand, how is the underlying growth there? You've guided for 15 to 20%, I believe, possible to do?
So we'll be, yes, on a close to 15% plus minus. That's where we are on track to deliver that growth.
And you have also reported some PLI income of about 15 crores in the second quarter. What was that for? And second part question is with respect to your expansion plans. I believe you've increased your direct coverage by about 3,000 outlets in the second quarter. Your expansion plans for the next few quarters?
So the plan for on expansion is we'll add 50,000 outlets year on year. So for full year this year, the target is to cross 3.5 lakh outlets direct reach. So now half the year has gone by and we have added about we are plus 29,000. The balance, I think we comfortably will do that. The last quarter and in the last month because of GST stuff and all this stuff, so we didn't go bizarre or very aggressive on this number expansion, but we'll catch up in within this quarter itself. That's what is the plan.
And
And
from the
Manoj,
PLI
sorry.
perspective, largely we have received PLI incentive from government, and we received 261 crore rupees, and this is a 5-year plan. This will this was there in last year balance sheet also. It's quarter on quarter, and this quarter we have added 12.5 crore in our operating profit.
You continue to make investments, Rishabh. $500,000 is what you're putting into Pakka food packaging, making it 100% owned by you. Give us a sense as to how capex is playing out. What are the investments you're making, and is this entirely internally funded? Are you taking on debt?
So our overall capacity utilization is currently at 50%. We have done all the capex cycle. So next 2.5 years, there is not much capex required for a business to grow at the same level what we are growing. This patent is already on 51% subsidiary, and we want to acquire this 100% to build more efficiency and control. That's what we've done. And we then invested close to 8 crore rupees in buying the balance stake of the company.
I wanted to go back to the point of PLI income that you were making. I understand that it's a 5-year program. You received some 15 crores this quarter. How much more are you yet to receive from the government for the PLI scheme, and any other kind of government support that you're expecting?
No, so PLI is the only thing. That's what we are receiving. It's from the government, and this will end in FY 27, March 27. So next 6 quarters it will be there, where PLI incentive will be there. It's close to 12.5 crore per quarter.
Okay, thank you so much, Manoj, Rishabh, for joining us, giving us all of those views. It's a pleasure speaking with you guys and getting a sense of what Bikaji is up to.
Thank you very much.
If you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to ET Now.